Who was your seriously unlikely hero? After months of mysterious work conferences and weekend disappearances, my mom finally revealed the truth about Dad. He'd been living a double life with his 25-year-old secretary, drained our family's savings, and moved to another state without even saying goodbye. The note he left behind talked about pursuing his authentic self and how being a father had crushed his spirit. I'd been holed up in my bedroom for days, surrounded by tissues and old family photos. My 10-year-old sister Chloe barged in during one of my crying sessions. Now, Chloe was notorious for being the kind of kid who could reduce adults to tears with her razor-sharp logic. She'd once gotten the school board to change their dress code policy after presenting a PowerPoint about gender discrimination. She took one look at my tear-stained face and immediately shifted into problem-solving mode. "All right, Riley, what's the situation?" she demanded, plopping down on my bed like she was conducting a business meeting. I tried to brush her off because Mom had told me not to tell her just yet, but she just stared at me with this intense expression until I cracked. Everything came pouring out. The affair, the stolen money, the lies, the abandonment. Chloe listened intently, then shook her head in disgust. "So let me get this straight. A grown man with a mortgage and 2 kids decided to throw a tantrum and run away from home? Even I know that's not how being an adult works, and I still need help reaching the cereal boxes." Her words hit me like a slap. She was right. I was mourning someone who'd acted like a spoiled child, but then her eyes lit up with a dangerous gleam. "Don't worry though, I've got this handled." She marched toward the kitchen, and I trailed behind her, suddenly nervous. Chloe started rummaging through the cabinets with scientific precision. "So, I've been doing research," she announced, pulling out various household chemicals. "Apparently you can create chlorine gas by combining certain cleaning products. I figure we pump it into his new apartment through the vents." My jaw dropped. "Chloe, that's literally attempted murder." She waved dismissively. Fine. Plan B then. I know how to make thermite using aluminum foil and rust. We could melt his car into a puddle of metal." I stared at her in horror. "Where are you learning this stuff?" "Science YouTube is very informative," she said proudly. "I can also find instructions for making smoke bombs, building electromagnets strong enough to wipe hard drives, and creating homemade pepper spray that's way stronger than the store-bought kind." Despite everything, I started giggling. Here I was, devastated about our father abandoning us, and my little sister was casually discussing chemical warfare like she was planning the world's most illegal arts and craft project. "Oh," she continued excitedly, "I also found out you can order stink bombs online that smell like rotting fish and last for weeks. We could mail them to his office so everyone knows he's garbage." The absurdity of it all hit me, and I burst into full laughter. My tiny sister had a head full of elaborate revenge schemes while I'd been wallowing in self-pity. "Or we could go classic," she mused, tapping her chin thoughtfully. "Flaming dog poop on his doorstep. It's simple, but effective." I was laughing so hard my sides hurt. "Chloe, you're completely insane," she beamed at me. "Maybe, but at least I'm not wasting time being sad about someone who doesn't deserve it. Dad's an idiot who gave up the best thing he ever had. That's his loss, not ours." Looking at my fierce little sister, I realized she was handling this crisis with more wisdom than I was. She wasn't questioning her worth or wondering what she'd done wrong. She was just angry that someone had hurt her family, and she wanted justice, even if her version involved potential felonies. "You know what?" I said, wiping my eyes. "You're absolutely right. He doesn't deserve our tears." She grinned and started putting the cleaning supplies away. "Exactly. But I'm still going to put glitter in his mailbox so every time he opens it, it explodes everywhere and he can never get it out of his car." I laughed and hugged her. "That's actually not a terrible idea. Sometimes it takes a 10-year-old plotting domestic terrorism to remind you that some people aren't worth your tears. They're just worth really good revenge fantasies."